What's up, guys? It's been quite some time since I've made any content on YouTube. Life has just been really crazy, busy with work and family and such. But, I've definitely been missing sharing the collection and having conversations with the internet. So I've decided that I wanted to pick back up the YouTube channel. And I thought, what better way to do it than, fresh new year and showing off the toy room in the collection room office, whatever you want to call it. Definitely have made some changes, kind of, I don't want to say downsized, because there's still a lot of great product and stuff that I have out. But for the most part, I've put a lot of Black Series figures away, sold some vintage collection stuff, and started to really only display what are the top things that I want to display at any given time, and kind of rotating and shifting the way that I keep the collection going. As of right now, I really like the way that it's at. I don't know if I'm going to be changing it up anytime soon. So I thought this would be a good time for me to create some type of collection video and show it off. So thanks for those of you that have, hung in there, stayed with the channel. Haven't seen any content come from me. I know a lot of toy collectors and content creators have kind of changed the way that they distribute videos and the things that are coming out, just because it's just hard, right? It's a lot of work to create a video, edit it, send it out there, and then wonder if anyone's even going to watch it. So I kind of don't care anymore if people watch it. If you get some enjoyment from this, great. If not, that's fine too. I'm out here to just have some fun, share my passion and love for collecting and Star Wars with those on the internet. And whoever wants to enjoy it, feel free to, because this is all for you. So without further ado, we'll get right into the collection video. So enjoy. All right, so we're actually going to start here, which is the two Detolfs that I've had, which I've changed up. These used to be actually where I had my Hot Toys. Razor Crest is still up on top with the figures. AT-AT is up there. But what I went ahead and did is I wanted to have all of my movie era figures, essentially. So I picked a few of my favorite ones, and there's been so many great figures that have come out these past couple of years since the last time I made a video that I was like, I need to do this. So episode 1, starting us off here with the new Darth Maul. This is such an awesome figure. Probably one of my favorite redos ever created. Then you come over to this one and you go straight into Attack of the Clones. So we finally got a super battle droid. We did get a new updated clone. I don't even think I have the new updated Phase 1 clone. I do have Kiara Mundi there, Aayla Secura, the Jango Fett. And then you come down here to Revenge of the Sith, which is finally getting some love. I know we're supposed to get 2 new ones of these guys here, which would be great. But you got Yoda and Emperor Palpatine, which, God, I love both of these. You got the Magna Guard, a new Phase 2 clone. And then we have a new Cody coming out. That is a custom head that I actually got on eBay, which just looks so good. And then you get the Captain Apo. I put him in here just because I wanted some 501st. And I don't really like the articulation of the older ones. Then you have the New Hope. This has actually become one of my favorite shelves with the new Leia and Luke. And then you have, the new R2-D2 with C-3PO. I have an older Chewbacca, but I have a new Han in here. I have them somewhere else, which you will see in a moment. You got Obi-Wan and Vader there. You got a Stormtrooper, obviously, and then you got some kind of others, Tarkin, Death Star Trooper, etc. Then we come down to Empire Strikes Back. We have the Hoth crew up top. You got the Dagobah ones in the middle, and then you got essentially Bespin all right here. So you got, Chewie and C-3PO. You got Han Solo, Boba Fett, Luke, Lando, Leia, and Vader. Which then leads us over here to Return of the Jedi. Again, another place where we got this amazing new Darth Vader. With the head sculpt, he just looks amazing. You got Luke, the Emperor. I did put the Emperor's Wrath Vader in here. I did have the Ghost Anakin in here, but he kept falling. For some reason, his legs are very thin, so they keep falling. And then you have all your Endor folks there, which I really like. And then you come down to what is essentially, the Force Awakens shelf. You got, your masked Kylo Ren here. I don't actually have an unmasked one on display, I don't think. Oh, no, he's on another shelf. And then you have Han, Luke, and Leia, some of the different stormtroopers, the General Hux. You got Rey with the lightsaber. You got the flight suit Poe, and then you do have Finn, where I put him with a lightsaber. So we'll go ahead and close that door, and we'll come over here to the last shelf in this display, which is essentially like a mix of The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Since we don't really have a lot of figures for those two movies, tried to display as many as I could. So, you know, I got Rey, the Praetorian Guards, flanked with Kylo Ren with a custom leather cape, which is just awesome with a wire in it. You got Snoke on the throne. I feel like he kind of needs to be on the throne. That was kind of like his MO for that movie. You have my custom Finn that I did from Rise of Skywalker, and then you have the Last Jedi Poe, and then you have some of the other just troopers and Zori Bliss in there as well. If we close this and you look at the bottom here, I just have primarily just my books, so it's essentially all the encyclopedias, guides, etc., and then you have some random Pokemon guides there, which leads us over here. So I got this from a really close, great friend of mine. They got me the Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket, which I usually actually hang here. And then you have all my helmets up here. So you have all the different troopers, Mandalorians, and Vader. And then you come to, which is essentially the main display in here. We start over here, and you have what I like to call the Jabba's Palace set. So you did get a new Jabba this past year. You got everyone in here, which I think is just a really cool look. Come down here, it's kind of the Galaxy's Edge set. So I actually went ahead and put all the figures, and I apologize about the glare. I would open, but it's a little tight here, but we can do that. And there is the Kylo Ren that I was referring to. I do have the unmasked one in there with Doc Ondor. Finally actually went to Galaxy's Edge this past year, which was last year, actually, now that I think about it. Wow, that's so long ago. So then you have the clones in here. So you have, you know, Season 7 folks. You got Mace Windu and Obi-Wan, and then you got your 501st and the Scar Troopers. No, Scar's one of them. Those are the Delta Force 99. Don't have any Bad Batch out right now. I only have actually that Republic Commando and the Elite Trooper, and I think he's also technically a Bad Batch figure, but as of right now, I just don't have any space for the Bad Batch. And then you come over here, you have the Cantina. So that's where I have another Chewbacca. You got Hammerhead, which actually came out this year. I have my own custom figure right there behind the bar. And then you got the old Luke in there, and then you got, you know, some Sand Troopers, the Bith band, what are they called? The Tonal Nodes or whatever. Then you have gaming grates. So I can't open these ones. So I am going to go ahead and open these cabinet doors just so we don't have to worry about glare. So gaming grates is up here. You know, we got Star Killer. We got all these great Old Republic figures. We got Dagan Gera this past year. So a lot of great figures up here where I wanted to just display just some standing lightsabers, essentially, because they're all just really cool, unique figures that I like. Then you have the rows of my Hot Toys. So I kind of put them now as like the second row. So they're kind of behind me when I'm on calls and stuff, because they're just really nice figures that I like to show off. And then you have essentially the two Emperor Showdowns here, I guess you can say, right? I got Black Series one here. This is the new Luke, and that's the Empire Strikes Back Vader, because I did put the other one unmasked in there. And then you have this set over here, which I just really always enjoy having. And then we got this past year, which is just amazing. Moff Gideon's Light Cruisers play set. I just have Luke in here fighting some Death Troopers with Moff Gideon, you know, kind of standing them off. And then here we have the Force. I don't want to actually say Force Unleashed Force Awakens and stuff. It's really just all the sequel vintage figures. I don't know if we're ever going to get more of these, which is such a bummer, because I know people have their thoughts about the films and the direction they went in. I agree for the most part about a lot of stuff, but I also really like the characters of like Kylo Ren and Finn and what's her face? Rey. Goodness, she's right here. And I'm excited we're going to get more eventually, but I would love more vintage figures to kind of fill out some of the gaps that we have with a lot of the characters that I think are important. Like we need a General Hux for the villain side, and we need a new Han and Leia and Luke that have more, you know, photoreal decos. I would love. And then I have just some of my Legos down here. So I have the two sets, the Empire Strikes Back 40th and the 40th for the Return of the Jedi sets there, and then just all my kind of minifigs. We kind of, since we're already down, we'll go ahead and work our way up on this one. So a lot of books is what I've put in here, just like kind of gapping stuff. But then you have, you know, your Ahsoka figures. here. So, you know, you got Captain Enoch, the Death Trooper, or I forgot what they call him, Night Trooper. You got Thrawn, and then you got Shin Hati and Balin Skull. Both of those are the original ones, and I had custom cloaks that I went ahead and put on them. And then I purchased some orange lightsaber blades for them as well. I don't know about everyone else, but Shin Hati does not hold her lightsaber well, so that constantly is falling out of her hands. And then you got the good guys, I guess you can say, right? You have the Hera, Chopper, the Ahsoka, Peridia I put out now, and I put the other one back with the Mando, and then you have Sabine, you got Ezra, Zeb, and Kanan. I just wanted to kind of have a little bit of the important people from Rebels as well. I know that both they're indirectly, Kanan is in the show, but kind of wanted to keep them there. And then I have this blocker here of another awesome new figures that we got. The Stormtrooper, which has already been great, but also the Leia and the Vader are just so cool now in this set. And I just have Luke just kind of hanging here. And then you have Luke and Vader and my lightsaber here. And then you have Mando and Book of Boba Fett vintage collection figures. So again, we got a lot of really great ones this past year. Cobb Vanth. You got, you know, Paz Vizsla. You got the Blurg. And so then you have all that. And then you have, you know, all your Book of Boba Fett stuff there. Which then brings us over to our last and final shelf. Or bookcase, I should say, which is oh, this light's not on. I think it might. Oh no, there we go. Which I put this set, I guess you can say, over here because I just really like it. And I had it on the publishing shelf, but I wanted to kind of give it its own, I guess, spotlight. Then again, you have more Hot Toys, Boba Fett's, Mando, and the Dark Trooper, and then you have all the publishing figures here. You know. They were, again, right here, but I kind of pulled them out so they can be seen better. And then I put this Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show over here with the Black Chrysanthemum, just because he was kind of the other one in that video, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Or in that comic. There we go. And then you have the High Republic books here, but I also put the figures. So, you know, all the Jedi really are the ones that I'm worried about the most and I'm most interested in. So I put them all there. I know that Osha is technically the protagonist, but I think Soul is the best character in that whole show. And then you have some more play sets here. I got, you know, the Endor one, and I got the freezing chamber half over here as well. I just really like that set, so I always like to have it out. We come up here. These are kind of my rare favorite figures, I guess you can say. So I do have like gaming ones here on the top shelf, which comes down to some prequel era figures, some new ones. You know, Count Dooku, these guys all here from Attack of the Clones, and then you got some old school ones there, and then you have some like expanded universe stuff here. So like Dark Empire, comic books, you know, the New Republic stuff, and then some McQuarrie concept work. And then you have Force Unleashed on the final shelf. Just, again, some figures I really, really enjoy. All right, so if you come over to this one, it's essentially my Father Hall of Fame. But I do have the Ghost. I did back this HasLab campaign, and mine came in about a week and a half ago. Love this set. It is so cool. Rebels was my favorite animated show, so it's kind of like I had to support this. I did open all the figures. I was going to keep them on card, but kind of just was like, why? If I'm gonna ever sell this, I'm gonna sell it as a set anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Then you come down here, you have the Mando figs. There's just so many of these. I've decided to kind of put them all in here. So you got like kind of like the randoms from all like the heroes, and you have like the Mandalorians really here. And down here you have the villains. So you got, you know, Moff Gideon, Death Troopers, all the Stormtroopers, and then the Imperial Armored Commando. And then you have Book of Boba Fett. So I felt like since Book of Boba Fett was just like an extension of Mando, I thought it made sense to put them there. Then you come over here, you have my Zelda amiibos. The Kylo Ren helmet. This was, again, a gift from a great friend. Really happy to have that. And then I just have some vintage stuff here. So you have some Rebels, Obi-Wan Kenobi figures, and some gaming grades, Andor. And then you have the Ahsoka figures here. So those ones are all there. And then I just have some Obi-Wan and the Andor figures there. When you come here, you have the concepts as well as the three makers themselves. Just like a few of my favorite of the Return of the Jedi carded ones. I put all the Andor ones and stuff away, and then I just have some random stuff here, and then the throne room playset with Jabba up here. So that is the collection room. So hope you enjoyed this tour. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this tour, just to learn a little bit more about what my office looks like, what I collect. And, you know, I am selling some stuff on eBay right now, trying to get rid of a few of my extra things. So if you are interested, there will be a link in the description to purchase that piece of the collection. As well as, you know, I'm probably going to be selling a lot of my Extra Black series in the coming months. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll probably do something maybe here on YouTube or figure something out to get that going. So thanks for watching, and may the force be with you guys. Bye.